You ready? Good to have you with us. I'm Dink Wicker. This is my wife, Rowan. We're right south of Mangum, across the river on the farm. This place we're sitting on is a part of what was the old Mangum golf course for years and years and years. The front end of the golf course is on this place, as well as right across the fence, just across here, on some ground that the Pig family owned. And that was here, I don't know, maybe back in the 30s even, is when they put that in. And it was quite a social place. It was a swimming hole, a fishing hole, a golfing, and the whole community. I understand they had lots of good times down here. And right after we come here, it must have been in the early 70s, for some reason, they moved the country club from down here to out to north of Mangum to the old airport, where it is now. And this is a picture that Mr. Paul made for us. He come back here and he said that it said here at this golf course was the most wonderful time he ever spent in his life, and he was 92 years old. We have two children, Brad and Joy. Brad lives in Ponca City with 4 children. Joy lives in Indianapolis, Indiana with 2 daughters. So we have 6 grandchildren. Rowan and I have been married 53 years. We got married pretty early. We were just young. We went to college together at Stillwater. Made a little round through northern Oklahoma. I went to work for the Department of Agriculture. Rowan was studying to become a business teacher. We purchased our first piece of land right across the road to the east from here in about 70, 71. The man that owned the Mangum brick plant then sold it to us, and he carried the note. He let us pay it out just annually. And of course it didn't cost much of nothing, but at that time we thought it was a bonus. And through the years we were able to buy the place where we live. That was in 71 or so. And I don't know, it was probably at least 10 or 15 years ago. We bought these 2 places from the Snipes, Buster and Glennie Snipes, very good old people. We had the old country club here that joins them, so we were friends, and they were getting older, and Mr. Snipes passed away, and they felt like they wanted to sell it to us, so we were able to buy these 2 places, which this place also makes up the front end of what used to be the Mangum Country Club.
ugliest one, we had driven from Stillwater to Mangum over the weekend because Dink was going to ride in the rodeo, ride the bull. And this bull, and he banged heads, and he ended up spending the night in the hospital over at Lawton because it just smashed his nose on his face, you know.
We got off started on all that. My dad and granddad both were cow traders. Therefore, you spend lots of time following them around, waiting for them to make a cow trade. It's not easy on a young person. It takes too much time. Anyway, we worked those cattle for those people. I'm talking about vaccinate, castrate, that kind of thing, dehorn. And while we were there on a lot of those big people, we rode the cows and rode the bull till he quit. And so we got started riding cows and bulls. And of course, then we moved to a rodeo. I don't know how old we was. I don't guess we already had driver's license. Just go to some of these little rodeos around, and then graduated up to something a little bit bigger. But we had fun. I went to that last one whenever I was in my 20s. They had one at Huska, have a big one. And we went to that, and I think that was about my last bull riding I got in. Rode one, got bucked off one.
He was, while he was a Stillwater, he was elected, what do you call that?
Yeah, they have a rodeo club at college, Stillwater did then, and of course you graduate up, and they elected me as rodeo chairman. They have 2 rodeos a year, and it's quite a project to get them put on. They were the big money raisers for the club, and a lot of people come, so they were a pretty good task to get them put on and go to school. I was real fortunate one year. I won the bull ride at that college. It's an intercollegiate rodeo, and you know, colleges from all around Texas, Kansas, Mexico, and a lot of colleges come send their rodeo teams. Altus has one now, and I was fortunate enough to win the bull ride at that college rodeo that year.
That oh, I know. The night that he was doing his duties as a rodeo chairman, I was at home, and about 1 o'clock he gets home. He's been out all night the rodeoing, and I'm fixing to have a baby, so we just go from there to the hospital. We have our first child.
She hasn't forgiven me yet. I went to sleep while she's having a baby. I've been up 2 nights nearly all night, and I went to sleep on her, and she had him without me. I've asked for forgiveness. I ain't for sure she give it to me. Of course, it was just natural whenever we got in the cow business. Black cattle got real popular, so we're in the black cattle business, which is mostly Angus, maybe a little Brangus mixed in out there somewhere. We run some Brangus bulls back there years ago, but we keep maybe about 50 now, and most of this grass is just rough grass. We sow about 450, 500 acres of wheat, and the rest is grass.
Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for listening. Can't imagine a life like ours, but we lived it, and it was a good life. And I just thank God for it. Thank you.